are live this morning. Just want to welcome each and every one of you in. Hope you had a good night's rest. My name is Chantel for those who don't know me. If it's your first time here, welcome in. You are here to learn some new skills. Today, my goal is to teach you on the information that will explain to you what digital marketing is, what is your niche, how you can make an extra income from your phone or your laptop. Once you have access to Wi-Fi, phone and laptop, you can learn the skills to make an income online. It's a learned skill, right? It's a learned skill. We didn't born knowing these things. They don't teach us this type of information in the school system, in the schools, in the college. You're now being taught how to make income online. Welcome in, Clement Clark. How are you doing this morning? Where are you logging in from? Which part of the globe? Because I know this platforms, they are global. We have persons from all over the world. We can get access. That's the beauty of having a business online because you have access to a global customer base. Welcome in, Stephen. Welcome in everyone. And I'm actually on live on TT and also on YT. So you may see me looking from side to side. But thank you so much for stopping by. You could have scrolled past, you could have been in anyone else's live, probably watching someone dancing, but I believe it's divine timing that you are here. There's no coincidence in everything in life. Everything is being predestined. So welcome in. So this morning I want to break down the definition of what digital marketing is. Drop a one in the chat if you heard about the term digital marketing before. Either you already have a business online, digital marketing, or you heard about it before. But if it's totally new, put a two in the chat. If it's you never heard about the concept, about the term digital marketing, drop a two if you're new, brand new, and one if you have some information, you heard about it, you need some more clarification, like what is digital marketing, right? Because before I started this business, which I've been in this online business, welcome in my YouTube family. Before I started online business, I thought to have an online business, especially digital marketing, you had to, to build a website, you had to have technical skills. That was my thought. I thought that to be a digital marketer, I have to know code, I have to know how to, you know, build a website, have to have a large following. I thought I need technical skills, but you do not need any of those. You can start an online business and you learn, you earn as you go. It's a learning and earning experience. You learn and you earn. That's what it is. So guys, I appreciate if you know of anyone right now who's looking for a second job, anyone who's looking for a way to make an extra income, you can share the live out. I appreciate that. Share it out to your friends or family who you think will benefit from this information. So welcome in. Today I want to share with you, I want to break down digital marketing in a way that is so plain and simple that you will say, wow, I get it. I want you to say at the end of this live, I get it. I get what digital marketing is. So let me ask you something. Have you ever heard the word digital marketing before? Have you ever heard about funnel? Have you ever heard about the email list? Right? My thought was that is for tech persons. That is not for me. When you hear the word funnel, email list, digital marketing, the first thought most persons get is that is not for me. That is for people who have technical skills. Well, you know what? Listen, guys, that's a lie. That's a lie. Digital marketing, it's not complicated. It's not a complicated business. It's simply the way you use the internet to connect, share, and serve. Let me repeat that. Digital marketing is a way that you use the internet to connect with your perfect audience, to serve them, and to share information. You are in the business of solving problem solving. So if you're someone who likes to help, who likes to serve, who likes to, just provide value, digital marketing you will feel accomplished having that type of business. So As the Bible said in Habakkuk 2:2, write the vision, make it plain. Today, my job is to make sure it's plain for you so you can catch the vision of what's possible for your life. What's possible for your life. That's my goal this morning. So drop in the comment section if where you're watching from. Which part you're watching from. I am in New York for those who just joined. My name is Chantel. I am in New York City. I'm a digital marketer. I teach persons online. If you're someone you have your 9 to 5 job, you're a professional, you're a business owner, you're feeling frustrated, you're exhausted, you're working long hours, you're trying the best you can to make extra income, you try businesses that fail, and you're at your wits' end. There's no coincidence that you're here this morning because I will teach you of another way that you can make an income without clocking into a 9 to 5. Because you know what? That is what we were programmed. That's what we were told. We were programmed to believe that the only way you can make an income is by clocking into a job, is by having a regular 9 to 5. I will teach you of skills where you can make an income with your cell phone Wi-Fi. Once you have access to cell phone or laptop Wi-Fi and the blueprint, you can learn how to make an income online. Welcome in everyone. Good morning and how you guys are. Welcome in. Right? So let me break down the definition. Let me define what digital marketing is, because people hear digital marketing, they're like, that is, I don't understand what they're talking about. What we are actually participating in digital marketing without knowing, right? Without actually knowing what that we're actually involved in it. So digital marketing is sharing something valuable online in a way that connects with people, right? And leads them to take action. Digital marketing, let me repeat the definition, is sharing valuable information online and you connecting with people and that leads them to take action, right? So here are, I have some examples that I want to share with you, right? For example, you're scrolling on Instagram and you see an ad for a sneaker. That's digital marketing, right? You're scrolling on TikTok shop. You see someone talking about a turmeric soap that they are using that helps to remove blemishes from their face. That is digital marketing. That person is offering something of value to solve a problem that that particular individual have. That is digital marketing. Another example of digital marketing is you you get an email, you get an email coupon from Target. That's digital marketing. Guys, when you go to those stores, like you go to Target, you go to Walmart, any department store, and they ask you for your email, it's not because they want to be friendly or they just want to make you feel special. The reason why they ask for your email is because they want to add you to their email list. So whenever they have a sale, whenever they have a promotion, they have a list of customers that they can send out digital marketing information, like a coupon of a sale. The Christmas, like all the holidays coming up now with Halloween, you will see you getting a lot of emails about Halloween costume, about candies. That is digital marketing. And it's not just for the big chain stores. You can also learn the skills to do the same thing. Have an online business. So you don't have to clock into a job. You don't have to sit in traffic. You don't have to sit long hours on a train. Once you have a cell phone, Wi-Fi, the blueprint training that I have available, you can start an online business. Another example of digital marketing is you click on YouTube, right? You click on YouTube and the creator says, click the link in my bio. That's digital marketing. You on TikTok and you see someone talking about a product and they said, click the link in my bio. Whatever the person is offering, maybe the person is offering, maybe they're offering a weight loss supplement. You want to lose weight. You're looking for a product that can help you to lose weight without going to the gym. The person tell you, yes, I have this supplement. You do not have to go to the gym. Once you take it as prescribed, you will lose the weight. You go to that person's link in bio, you click that link. When you purchase that product from the person, that is digital marketing. So digital marketing is you using social media, using online to share something of value in a way that connects with people and lead them to take action. So drop a one in the chat if you understand what digital marketing is, if you understand the definition. What is digital marketing? So you're already surrounded by digital marketing every day. But the question is, are you consuming it, or are you ready to start creating it for yourself? Let me repeat that again. You are already surrounded daily by digital marketing. So the question is, are you just consuming it, or are you ready to start creating it, creating an income from digital marketing, right? So type in the chat the word create if you're ready to create instead of just consuming. Type the word create if you are ready to start creating digital marketing instead of just consuming, because we already consuming it. You buy something on TikTok, you go to YouTube, you watch a video that teaches you an information. That is digital marketing. Anyone ever heard about niche? Niche. You probably saw persons online talking about you have to know your niche. Anyone ever heard that word? Let me spell it out for you. Niche. Niche. Basically, that is a section of persons that you serve. Let me show you. I don't know if my YouTube family, I tried to turn my camera around. Let me see if it's showing. It's still back to front, right? But a niche. Let me flip the mirror here, right? Your niche. Anyone ever heard about the word niche? My YouTube. Guys, I have to figure out how to flip my camera on YouTube. It's let me see if I can. Okay, camera. I tried to do it in my phone, but for some reason, it's I can't get this fit. But a niche, right? Anyone ever heard about the word niche? So niche simply means you are you who you serve and what problem you solve, right? So the niche is the who, and the what, right? So your niche is the who, and the what. Who you're serving and what problem you are solving for that group of persons. Because you know what? If you are if you are trying to solve everyone's problem, you are serving no one. You have to know your niche. You have to know your audience, who you are, whatever product you have, who you're actually speaking to, and what services you're offering. So your niche simply is the who you serve and what problem you solve for that your audience. For example, fitness mom helping busy women lose weight at home. That's an example of a niche. Fitness mom helping busy mom lose weight at home. That's a niche. Another niche is college cook showing students how to earn on a $50 a week. College cook showing students how to earn $50 a week. That's a specific who and what is earning $50 a week. Another example of a niche is the teacher creating math hacks for students who are struggling. That students who are struggling with maths, the teacher realizes that there's a problem there to be solved. The teacher creates a program to help them solve their math problems, saving them time and frustration. So, example, my niche. My niche is I help burnt out professionals, 9 to 5ers, burnt out business owners, how to earn an extra income online with simple tools. That is my niche. My niche, and actually your niche will fall in 3 different categories, right? So we have three niches. Three niche. Let me write it out. The first niche is relationship. So we have relationship, you have health and wealth, right? So your niche can fall under in one of three categories. Either it's relationship niche, you solve a health niche, or a wealth. So it's relationship, health, and wealth. Because those are the three main categories of problem that persons have and how you can solve these issues, right? For example, relationship. You can be a relationship coach, right? You can be someone who helps parents how to deal with their teenagers. You can create a digital product, sharing your knowledge, sharing your experience, how to solve that problem. Another niche is health. You can be a health coach. You're someone who know how to, like you're a health coach, you went to college, you studied nutrition, or your experience, maybe you lost a significant amount of weight and you want to share your information with someone. That is your niche. You are specifically targeting that group of persons. Then we have the wealth niche. That's the niche that I am in. I teach persons how to make an income online in less time using simple tools, simple automation tools. So basically, that is your niche. Drop a one in the chat if you understand now. When you hear persons saying you need to know your niche, if you understand. Drop a one if you understand the definition. If not, I can repeat it again. So the niche is who you serve and what problem you solve. Remember I said before, if you are trying to speak to everyone, you're speaking to no one. Because a lot of people, when they start an online business, it's like they want to grab everybody's attention. It's like, I want to make a lot of income. I'm going to talk to everybody. No, you have to know specifically who you're talking to, who you're serving, and what problem you are solving. Another example is probably you have persons, because it's like, for example, if you don't know your niche, it's like you show up online and you're trying to convince someone who's a vegetarian to tell them about different types of steak. You would not communicate to that person. They would not buy from you. They will not even listen to you because you are not speaking their language. So you need to know who you're targeting, who you're speaking to, who is your customer base, right? So tell me in the comment section what you're passionate about. Can anyone wants to put in the comment section what you are passionate about? What you're passionate about, that could be the start of your niche. Once you have something that you're passionate about, something that you feel comfortable to talk about, that can be your niche. Some persons like health. That can be your niche. You can be someone on social media, create a digital product, teaching persons about health. Especially if you lost a lot of weight, right? And that's one of my niche also. So I have actually two niches that I'm focusing on. I'm focusing on the wealth niche, where I teach persons the simple tools how you can make an income online following a blueprint. And also I have another channel where my niche is about health. It's about weight loss, because I wrote this book. This is my book that I wrote, right? Your bariatric success guide, right? Because I used to be over 300 pounds, right? And I had weight loss surgery, so I lost a lot of weight, right? This is me before. This is me before my weight loss surgery. And I followed the doctor. I was successful. Over 5 years now, I was able to maintain my weight. So I decided, you know what? Let me write a book so I can teach someone about my experience. That is a niche. I'm helping persons who are struggling with their weight, who's confused, they don't know what to do. And this is my transformation. This is me now, right? This is me now, right? So I wrote my book, and this is all because of digital marketing. I learned the skills how to write my own book. That's a niche. I'm providing value to someone who wants to lose weight, who looking for other solutions. That's how you can solve someone's problem online, right? So types of digital product. Hopefully you guys are understanding and you're getting some value this morning. Type of Oh, it's raining in New York. Wow, it's a big storm outside. I didn't realize it's gonna rain today, right? So types of digital products. Example of digital products is you can write an ebook. That's a digital product. It's a simple PDF guide. You can write a guide, for example, as I said before, whatever you are passionate about, everybody has a story. Either your life experience, you can create an ebook about that. Your profession, maybe you went to college and you study finance, you study maybe social worker, maybe you are a nutritionist. You can create an ebook. That's a digital PDF. This program will teach you how to do that. This business that I'm in will teach you how to create an ebook. You can have a course. You can the course that's what I have. I have access to a digital course that teaches persons marketing skills, how to use social media to make an income, how to use this platform by creating videos to generate an income. Another type of digital product is templates, right? These are plug and play files. For example, template can be reels, like those little short videos. You can create those and you can offer that. That's additional source of income. Guys, you don't have to work a 9 to 5 only to make an income. Because that's what we were programmed. We were programmed that you have to work a job. You have to be present 8 hour, 12-hour shift for the boss to pay you. You can learn a skill in digital marketing to have multiple streams of income. Having one stream of income is like you have a table with one leg, right? Having only one income stream, one paycheck, that's very unstable. You only have one leg. You need to have at least 3 legs. That's a stable table. That's how I like to visualize it. So digital marketing gives you the opportunity to have multiple income stream. You don't have to have just your one paycheck, and it's not hard. Another way of generating income online is you can have like monthly subscription. Thank you for the compliment. Right, you can have monthly subscription. That is a way of getting residual income, where you can have your classroom, you can have a community where you can provide value to that community, and you can leave, Mr. King, if it's not value to you. You're not being left. I'm not holding you a hostage. If you're not interested in information, you can quietly make yourself leave the live. Okay, you don't have to be disrespectful or rude. Okay, we are professionals in this room. If you don't have anything nice to say, you can just leave. No one is being held here against their will. Okay, so I don't know why people feel that they can sit behind a camera and be rude and disrespectful. If you don't relate to the information, you can just leave. Just switch your swipe up and go to another person's live. Okay, so another way of making income online, that's why people stay broke, right? You can start your own community where you can get reoccurring income. Reoccurring income, that's another way to make an income. People are so programmed now that they have to have a 9 to 5 job to make an income. We show up to work and we make the boss rich. We spend 8 hours of our life, 9 hours, 12 hours of our life every day making the boss rich. The bosses have their yachts out there enjoying life, while you have to show up every day with your blood, sweat, and tears to make that company rich. You can start your own online business and make an income. Once you have a Wi-Fi, cell phone, and access to the right information, the right training, you can make an income online. And guys, when you start this online business, persons who have that scarcity mindset, who have that programming that a job is the only way to make income, they will criticize you. Even your own family will criticize you. They'll tell you you're crazy. What are you doing? You're wasting your money. Why are you investing in a business? It's risky. That is an employee broke mindset. You have to work on changing your mindset. That's why people stay stuck, because of fear, Because you know what? What I've learned is that the brain was not created for success. Your brain was created to keep you safe, to keep you in survival mode. And because you know what? Back in the days with our ancestors, we were in the jungle where you were running from lions and tigers. So it's either a fight or flight mode. That is why anything different that you're not used to, your brain puts up an alarm. This is too good to be true. I have to keep you safe. And you put up those blocks. Those blocks are what keeps you stuck from learning new skills, from trying new adventures, right? So that scarcity mindset, that scares, that fear, it is keeping you stuck because you're accustomed to society teaches you that you have to have a job to make an income. They teach you that business is risky. Whatever little income you're getting from the job, if you invest it, you're not being smart. You're gonna lose your income. So that's just four examples of how you can make an income online. You can create your own ebooks, and these are simple PDF guides. You can create a course, right? You can teach persons what you know. You can create templates. There's another income stream. And also you can have your own community. Actually, I have my own community where I teach persons the skills that I've learned how to make an income online. So guys, you don't have to stay stuck. You don't have to stay stuck in the 9 to 5 grind. And why this business matters? This is not just about money. It's about your time. It's about your freedom and your peace. Because I know, guys, I know what it is. I've been in that place where I've been working because we were programmed that to make extra income, the first thing that comes to your mind is, let me go look for another job because that's the only way I can make an income, right? But let me tell you guys, you can make an extra income online without going into a second job. Let me do some house cleaning, right? Because people are so rude and very intrusive. Okay, so let me just remove this person here because I'm not here for any negativity. Okay, so guys, so anyone have any questions? Any questions so far about this information about how you can make an income online? Anyone have any questions? So it's not just about money, it's about your time, your freedom, and your peace. So what are you actually gaining when you have an online business? You're growing your following, you're building a brand online, you're creating an email list while you sleep, and you can do this with just having access to your cell phone, Wi-Fi, and the 2 hour workday blueprint. For me, I as a nurse, I was working long hours. I was burnt out, stressed out about my finances. I thought that the only way I can make an extra income was to go to a next job, to go work as another job. I remember I used to work night shift. I work nights. Then I used to come in the morning and I used to go into the school system to work as a school nurse. I even used to do like visiting nursing because we were programmed to that. The only way you can make that extra income is that you have to sign up for another job. I learned of a system where I follow a blueprint 2 to 3 hours a day. I manage my business and then I have the rest of the time to focus on my family, do things that I love. I don't have to go sign up for another 8 hour shift. And that's what I want to teach you today. So the blueprint, let me explain what the blueprint is. Anyone ever heard about a blueprint? Anyone want to say, give me, define what a blueprint is? You probably heard about people talking about the blueprint, right? Let me write it down so you guys can see what it's all about. Remember we said the niche, I already discussed to give you the definition of what is digital marketing. I discussed with you what is your niche. So those who just joined, if you have any questions like what is digital marketing, what is your niche, you can put your questions in the chat. So a blueprint, let me spell it out for you so you can see what I'm talking about. Right? The blueprint is actually, that is like a guide. The blueprint is a guide. It gives you it's a step-by-step guide, blueprint, right? Guys, when I started this online business, I didn't want to reinvent the wheel. I was busy working tired, frustrated, and I wanted something that is already proven, built for me. That is why I started this online business, digital marketing, because it has a blueprint already. I didn't want to reinvent the wheel. So, blueprint is just a step by step guide. For example, for those persons who are in construction, like an architect, drawing a plan for a house, you don't just show up and start building the house. You have to have a plan. So the blueprint gives you the direction. It gives you the step-by-step guide on what you have to do to manage your business. You can start an online business, digital marketing, with no experience. Once you follow that blueprint step by step, you can learn the skill and make an income online. So it's not about the guesswork. You are building with confidence because you have a blueprint there to guide you. So the blueprint, my blueprint gives me a system. It showed me how to create short videos daily that turns into sale. Guys, you don't have to work hard. You can learn how to work smarter and not harder. You can learn how to make an income in less time. And this blueprint it teaches me how to create short videos, 3 short videos online, and that can turn into sale. For just imagine you create a video one time talking about your product, talking about the business. That video is out there working for you 24/7. That video does not take a lunch break. And that video is there, you created one time, but it's there for months. Because for example, recently I had a video, someone comment on my video. I created a video since last year, October, but it's still out there on social media being played over and over again. That's my ad. And the guys, the beauty of it, I do not have to pay to use these platforms. You don't need to pay to promote your business. It's free advertising. You do not have to pay ads. And with this blueprint also, I collect emails because you have in the back end system, it's set up so you can collect email. You're building an email list of potential customer. You're building a list of persons who know, like, and trust you. So when you're ready to promote your product, you have a list of persons there in your email list that you can sell anything. They're already there in your feed on your email list. You can already have a customer base ready to buy from you. So you're learning how to create videos online, 3 short videos, and some persons start faceless. Anyone ever heard about faceless marketing? You know what that is? Faceless marketing is where you can create videos to promote your business without showing your face. Because guys, when I first started too, I was very shy, very skeptical, afraid of being judged, afraid of failure. You name it, I was afraid. But guys, my why was greater than the how. I wasn't too worried about how it's gonna get done. My why was greater. I wanted to get out of debt. I wanted to start working on my finances. I wanted to get my time back. So I made an informed decision. I plugged in. Now I am able to teach you. I able to make an income online. I have an email list of over 400 people. I have my brand online. If you check Shantsdigitalflex online, my name and picture is going to show up. I am able to teach you now. I have my own free community that I've created for my customers where I teach you the skill that I've learned. So this is growth. Don't allow fear of the unknown to keep you stuck. A lot of people stay stuck because of the fear of the unknown, the fear of being judged, the fear of not knowing it all. People want to have all their ducks in a row before they try something new. That's like putting the cart before the hearse. You will never feel ready to start nothing new. You'll never feel ready. You just have to overcome that fear, make an informed decision, and start. Start today. Start today to learn a new skill. So just to recap, guys, here's what we actually went through. I gave you the definition of what digital marketing is. I define what is your niche. I showed you different types of digital products. I explained to you what is a blueprint. And now, if you are ready to take action, right? If you're ready to take action, for the Bible says, faith without works is dead. Today is your chance to take action and act on faith. Because you know what? What I learned, and I learned this the hard way, no one is coming to save you. Unless you have some kind of generational inheritance, but no one is coming to rescue you. You have to be the one to make informed decision, pray about it, and make a decision. Because if you don't change, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome, you know what that is. They call that insanity. Doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. So now I want to hear from you, right? Ask me any questions that you have before I do leave the live. If you have any questions about digital marketing, drop your questions in the chat so I can answer your questions before I leave, right? He was okay. So guys, anyone have any question before we leave? So thank you for stopping by. If you want to get more information, the link in my bio, once you click on my picture for my TT farm, once you click on my picture, you can get access to my profile where you can get more information. You can join my email list. Also my YT farm. Once you follow me, right, you can get access to more information. We can keep in touch and I can send you information so you can learn more, right? So thank everyone for your time. Grab hold of the information. For God said in his word, I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plan to prosper you, not to harm you, to give you a hope and a future. This is your moment to step into your future. This is your moment to step into your future. So if you're ready, you're done struggling, you're done trading your time for dollars, you're done missing time with your family, and you're ready to make that change, you're ready to step into that life of abundance, you are in the right place. So thank you guys for your time. You can follow me, you can send me an email, you can send me a direct message if you need additional, because some persons are shy to comment in the live. I understand. I've been there too. You can message me if you have any questions and we can keep in touch. So thank you everyone for your time. I go live every morning between 7 and 8. That's the time you will find me on live. So if you want to learn more information about how to make an extra income online, you can join me again tomorrow, Monday to Friday. I usually come on live. But thank you, each and every one of you, and have a blessed and productive day. Thank you. Okay, bye bye, my YT family.